Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Meet the Staff with the staff of the Bookmobile. I'm Shane Smith. I'm the Public Information Officer for the library, and this is our monthly Meet the Staff series where we get a chance to introduce the folks who work here at the library to the community and the patrons. I'm very excited to be here today with the staff of our Bookmobile. That's our mobile branch. You've probably seen the big blue bus going around the city. So now you get a chance to meet the folks who work on it. I'm just going to ask each of you to go around and introduce yourselves very briefly. Tell us your name, what you do for the library, what you do on the Bookmobile. And we'll start with you, Eddie, please.
Hi, I'm Eddie Perez, and I am the unit manager for the Bookmobile, our traveling library. And basically, we go around the city providing outreach service to the community with the staff of 3 on the big blue bus. And been doing this for many years.
Yes, many years. When did you start with the library, Eddie?
Oh, I started back officially as a part-timer in 1976, straight out of high school and into college, and stood here and been here ever since. So altogether now 43 years in on the job.
Awesome, 43 years in counting. All right, Kizzie, how about you? Tell us a little bit about what you do for the library and the Bookmobile.
Okay, I work on Bookmobile along with Eddie and Dawn. I'm a bus aide and a library assistant, and we go around and serve the community.
Awesome. And how long have you been with the library?
I've been a part-timer. I started in 2013. I just became full-time in September.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
And Don.
Yes, Don Taylor, driver extraordinaire. I drive the Bookmobile. I make sure everyone gets to and from safely. I've been with the library since 2008, so what, about 14 years, right? Yeah. Time is flying, yes, but that's my job / clerk. So when Eddie or Kizzie's out, I help out on the Bookmobile for our service patrons.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, it's great to meet all of you. Obviously we've all met personally, but it's great for the community to meet all of you. Kizzie, let me ask you this. What's your favorite part of the job?
Working with the kids and going out to the schools.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part, and meeting different people. Just not being in the building. You go out to the community. And I love when the people see the Bookmobile and they be waving, and it's just, something wonderful.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's great. It's so great to see the impact, right? To see how the community responds to the folks when we're in the community. And you mentioned going to the schools, so that's because the Bookmobile does make a lot of stops at schools, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. How about you, Eddie? What's your favorite part of the job?
Basically the community, doing the one-on-one and personal interaction with the community members. Every day is different. Every stop is different. And for us, being out there servicing the community is basically what we most likely enjoy the most, and we may have that in common. It's nothing like it, and like I said, every day is different, and that's the beauty of being the traveling library.
Absolutely. And so in addition to schools, the Bookmobile makes other stops, right, around the city, right? Tell us a little bit, Eddie, about the different stops where the Bookmobile
Yes,
goes.
absolutely. Well, we not only do just schools, we do developmental centers, daycares. We also service some of our senior residential communities as well. We have a lot of spots in Jersey City where we have seniors, we have families. A lot of these families also have students which we service after schools, and they also visit us at our regular stop throughout our schedule. So we have a mixed variety of locations and community people that actually come out and use the Bookmobile.
Absolutely. It's great to be able to bring the library to other parts of the city. We have 9 locations. We have 10 locations throughout the city. We have the main library and the 9 branches in the neighborhoods, but it's great to be able to reach even more of the city with the Bookmobile. That's library on wheels. It's great. Hey, and how about you, Don? What's your favorite part of the job?
Interacting with the patrons. One of the great parts about it is you never know who's going to come on the Bookmobile. So that's always exciting to see, and from there, and it feeds me energy. You know what I mean? You feed off the patrons, and like I said, you never know who's going to come on, so it's always new every day, you know. So that's the best part for me.
Absolutely. And Don, let me ask you a different question. What are you looking forward to once the pandemic is over?
Well, I can speak for all of us when we say maybe a big party, but besides that, interacting with the patrons, yeah, we miss them. You know, some are regulars, you know, and have become friends, and you know, so we miss them and miss seeing them. So it'll be great to see, you know, them back on the Bookmobile again.
Yes. Yeah, and you said it. I've been saying that for like the past year. Like when we actually end up getting back to normal and everybody's back, you know, working in the library all together and the patrons are back, that's going to be one heck of a pizza party that we're going to need. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
How about you, Kizzie? What's something that you're looking forward to?
Going back to the schools,
Hmm.
because the kids coming on, the teachers, and I think they miss us and we miss them. And I'm very looking forward to going back to the schools.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely the schools.
I could see that for sure. Yeah, there's some, you know, there's been some talk about the students going back to in-person learning pretty soon with it, you know, within this month. So we'll see if that happens, but it'll be interesting to see how that goes for sure. And how about you, Eddie?
Yeah, basically getting back to normal with our in full swing with our schedule. Right now, you know, just like everybody else, we're providing a scaled service, but I can't wait to get it back into full gear. Reality is that we all miss each other, and I think we're tired of this situation, and we would like to see it change, pronto. And I'm keeping our fingers crossed that the kids start going back to school now, so that now we can get ourselves back acclimated into a normalcy and schedule like we normally do. And we visit everybody, and they visit us, and we miss them. And that's the whole experience that we miss.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, I feel the same way. I mean, the main thing that I miss is just being around people. I don't
Yes.
work directly with the public every single day in my job, but I do, in normal times, I do interact with the community a fair amount. And I also just miss being with like colleagues, I, last week we had a whole bunch of outdoor events all week long for Library Week all over the city. And I got a chance to go to a few of them and, just kind of help out and take some pictures and be around. And there was two people that I saw that I work with on a regular basis, and they're kind of new to the library. Two of these people, they both started within the past year. I had never met them in person before. It was such an interesting experience to be like, well, I speak to this person basically every day, and we work closely together, but I had never met them in person. It's such a different, it's just such a different feeling when you're working with people in person and interacting with people in person. So we all miss that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? It was very nice for us. It was an excellent feeling and gratifying that we were out there as well doing National Library Week, doing those outdoor activities. And the staff and I, we basically all felt the same way. Wow, it was good to get out. It was good to see more people gathering. Even, it was outdoors and it was safe as well. And we really enjoyed it. We're looking forward to more of it.
Yes, absolutely. And we will definitely be doing more outdoor programming. We had a great time last week. We had more than 50 outdoor events. We reached over 1,000 people at our last count in terms of the number of patrons who participated in the outdoor events. So it was a great time. And we had great weather. I mean, that was the most amazing.
Yes.
All week long, we had such good weather. It was great. So a little bit of different question, totally changing course here. Kizzie, if you had one superpower, what would it be? What would you choose?
To read people's mind.
Oh,
Yeah, I would like to read people's minds to know what they're thinking about, how they feel. Yes.
No.
What are you thinking about, Dawn?
No, don't do it.
I'm going to have to stop thinking around you, kids.
Yeah, wear a helmet when we come around.
all right. So if people see the Bookmobile driver driving around with a tinfoil hat on, we know why.
Oh man.
Don, what's your superpower?
To fly.
Oh,
You know, and then I could do short vacations over the weekend,
Mhm.
fly out to Sandy Hook, or even on my lunch hour, right?
Yes. That's funny. Yeah, you can definitely, if you want to take a break and nobody around, you just fly straight up.
Yeah, yeah.
Just you and the birds. How about you, Eddie?
Well, actually, you know what? I had to think hard about this one because there's so many things that we would like to do, but there are things that we can and can't do.
Mm,
I would think that if I had a superpower, what I would like to do is to be able to control world peace
mm.
and keep it right where it belongs. If I could control world peace and eliminate turmoil and make the planet different, that's what I would do.
See, and you made me sound selfish. Like, I mean, I'm trying to get away from lunch hour.
Well,
I'm
that's a
gonna
good
change
one.
my answer. Can I do over? Do over.
We will not have no stress. We won't have any turmoil.
It's good. It's good that we've got Eddie around to help thinking about everybody else. So I was just gonna say, I'd like to be able to hold my to breathe underwater because I just think that underneath the ocean is such a cool, just there's so much good stuff happening. But now I'm like, oh, I should come up with a better answer after Eddie's. But
I'll
that's
get you
cool.
an Aquaman suit. I'll get you an Aquaman suit.
All right, thank you. That's cool. That's cool. All right, so Eddie, let me ask you this. So libraries are constantly changing, constantly evolving. You've been with the Jersey City Library for over 40 years. What are some things that you would like to see happen at the Jersey City Library? Something new that the library could embrace as a change or an innovation? What's something you personally would like to see?
That's a difficult one because I think that we made what do you call it, significant strides up to this point, and this pandemic really brought out the creativeness that a lot of us didn't know that we really had, but it was there. So that was untapped and it was released, and we've actually made some excellent strides. If I would have to say anything, it would have to be to bolster the technology a little bit more so that we can stay more compliant as the future keeps coming forward for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Investment in technology is always a good investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about you, Kizzie? Is there something you'd like to see new or different at the library?
For me, from when I first started to where we at now, was a big change, very big change. So I would say that we're doing great. And like Eddie said, technology is the key.
I agree.
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, and things have changed quite a bit. You're absolutely right. Things have changed so much just in the past couple of years, and it's partially because of the way that the library has responded to COVID. That has obviously changed, so much about the way we interact with each other, we interact with the community, the services we provide. But I think that there's also just a kind of like Eddie, like you were saying, there's a kind of a creativity that's been awakened or something like that. People are excited about possibilities, and you see people getting excited, and just within the staff, you see people getting excited and wanting to do new things and try new things and reach the community in different ways. It's been a really cool time to be part of the library. How about you? Oh, sorry, Eddie. What'd you say?
Yeah, absolutely. That's basically the way I see it. We've we are information providers, and this pandemic has taught us a lot, and we've become more self-efficient in any way possible. I think we've checked off all the boxes on this one.
Cool. All right, Don, the question's to you. What would you like to see? And don't say that the bookmobile could fly.
No, we have made a lot of good changes, but what I would like to see more, I think we've fallen just a little short of more interaction within the urban areas of Jersey City. I would like to see more. This is saying, know your audience, so cater to that audience. Like, for example, we shouldn't, if we know that in a certain area they're not out at 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe we should change the time to 1 o'clock, for example. You know what I mean? Just knowing your audience and your target audience and just more emphasis on certain areas to pull them in and let them know about all the programs and all the new changes and all, so they could be part of it also, you know. So that's what I like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say that one of the biggest things, you know, in terms of this pandemic time being a time of learning and growth and change, one of the biggest things for us is learning how, as an institution, really, like learning how to stay connected to people where they're at, right? Because like so much of what we've been doing now has been, you know, online through social media and through Zoom and, you know, and reaching people digitally, because we are so limited in terms of what we can do in person. But
Yeah.
we know that there's a whole, you know, there's a huge part of our community that is just not, we're just not reaching that way.
Yeah.
Like they don't have the access to the broadband, or they don't have the devices that they need, or they just don't spend time online. There's plenty of people that just really are just not how they interact. So that's a big piece of what we're learning about through this pandemic time. Like, what can we do to stay in touch with people where they're at? It's just like what you're saying, keeping an open mind and open ears and eyes about like where are the people? When is the best time to reach them? What's the best method to reach them? All that stuff is really important to be thinking about.
Yep. I would say that Shane and Don, you hit a good point. That's what I would call equitable access. And you know, and it takes and it includes demographics, and it includes sections geographically here in Jersey City, particularly Texas. We're all spread out. There are certain areas and certain communities that don't receive or have the access to certain information as easily and as readily as other people's in other areas. So that's something that needs to be balanced out.
Definitely something for us to work on.
Yep.
All right. Changing gears again a little bit. Don, what's something that you're reading now, or if you prefer, what was your favorite book when you were a little kid?
Favorite book as a little kid was Green Eggs and Ham. But now I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. I like James Patterson, Alex Cross, you know, so I've been binging on or that way I could listen in my car when I'm, you know, whenever I want to. But that's my latest binge has been Alex Cross,
Nice.
James Patterson.
Nice.
Yeah.
So audiobooks is your thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Kizzie, how about you? Favorite book as a kid? Something you're reading now?
Something I'm reading now. I'm reading the new Sister Soldier Life After Death book. Very interesting.
Nice.
Very, very interesting.
Is that fiction? Is that like a series, a fiction series?
Yeah, it's a fiction book.
Oh, cool. All right, nice. So you're recommending the series then to our viewers?
Yes, I believe maybe a lot of people in the urban area read it, but her first book was called The Coldest Winter Ever.
Okay.
And I recommend a lot of people should read it. It's very good.
Nice. Eddie, how about you?
I do a lot of digital reading, and because I'm more into political information and stuff like that, and the current events. And that's really basically what my interest basically is on. And right now, just a little bit of everything. My favorite book when I was young, was Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I remember those books.
Fascinated by that book, seeing that big red dog.
Those are great. Yeah, I remember those too. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm like you, Eddie. I go through phases a lot of times where like I really like fiction, like I really like short stories. So a lot of times I'll get like those big collections of short stories.
Yeah.
So I go through phases that right now I'm not really reading any fiction or anything like that right now. Mostly I just sort of keep up with the news and I read about what's going on and that kind of stuff. Yeah, current events.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I think I said this last month when we talked to the Morgan staff. My favorite book as a kid by by far was the Three Little Pigs.
Yep.
I read that. I made my mother read that book to me probably 1,000 times. Like I just read that book so many times to the point where I could just, you know, I knew it by heart, you know. So that was like my favorite for some reason. I don't know why. All right, we're gonna move into our lightning round. Gonna ask some quick questions. You know, try to hear from each of you real fast. These are like, don't think too much, just answer the question. See, this is try to get like learn about like who you really are, you know?
All right.
All right.
They get you in trouble with, you know.
Yeah. Well, Kizzie already knows. Kizzie already knows all the answers because she's reading your minds, right? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Don, dog person or cat person?
Dog.
Okay. Do you have any dogs? Do you have any pets?
Not at the moment, no.
All right.
That
Kizzie,
was Leo. He passed away.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's always tough.
Yeah.
Kizzie, dogs or cats?
Dogs.
All right. Got some strong dog people here. Eddie.
Dog as well.
All right. All right. Dog. So don't bring your cats to visit the bookmobile. Bring your dogs. Is that what we're hearing? Okay. All right. Kizzie, cake or pie?
Cake.
Cake. Yes. Agreed. I agree with you. Eddie.
Cake.
Cake. Yes. Don.
Both.
Okay. That's allowed.
Equally, yes.
I like both too, but cake is like you can't. It's icing. It's all about the really good icing. All right. Eddie, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay. Kizzie.
Both.
Okay. You have like one in the morning, one in the afternoon, or something like that.
I have coffee at work. I have tea at night before I go to bed.
Okay. What kind of tea do you like?
Calming, relaxing,
Nice.
calm tea.
For me, she said coma tea. All right.
No, I said calm. It relax your body to go to sleep at night, Dawn.
Right. You want to sleep. All right. You want a good night's sleep. All right.
Everybody see why we get along.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you can tell it's coffee for me.
Right. Good. Yeah, I'm a coffee person too. And I like to have my coffee in the afternoon. I don't know why I got weird like that, but I don't really like to have coffee in the morning. I like to have it in the afternoon.
Shane, ask Don how he likes his coffee.
All right, Don.
I like a little coffee. I like a little coffee with my sugar.
Oh, okay. Got it. I got you. Yeah, that's.
Oh, hey, I know Eddie was thinking. Oh,
Yes.
When I order coffee and they ask me how much milk do you want, I usually say my complexion. So
It's good. It's always good to have a
That's
visual
the
aid.
answer I was looking for.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. I got one more lightning round question, but before I get to it, I want to ask a special question. So Don, do you have any hidden talents or anything that you think that our viewers would like to know about you, or some places that you've performed that they might be aware of?
Well, yeah. Well, so as you might have gathered by now, I'm an entertainer. I'm a singer. And for a secret, I don't know how quiet, kept it's been, but yeah, I'm an entertainer. And far as we traveled all over the country, all over the different parts of the world. But most recently, since the pandemic, it's been really quiet. I can't wait to get back on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some of I certainly remember, and some of our viewers might remember, seeing you and other folks that perform at the Miller Branch, at that annual day after Thanksgiving concert. That was always so much fun. And
Yeah. Unwind concert series. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's something that we definitely miss for sure.
Yeah.
Kizzie, do you have any secret talents, or any talents that you just want to talk about that they're not secret?
Talent. Let me see. I'm a good cook.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you like to cook?
Would I like to cook? Well, recently I did the whole Thanksgiving dinner for my family, and that was the first time in a lifetime,
Wow,
and my family enjoyed it.
that's awesome. It's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. It was.
Good, good. Well, good. I'm glad people enjoyed it. How about you, Eddie?
Actually, my wife claims that I'm a great sous chef.
Okay.
And cooking is one of my passions besides music. And I love to grill. I keep my grill going all year long. Even if it snows, I'll shovel it, I'll clean it off, and I'll use it.
Nice, nice. What's your like specialty on the grill?
Anything that as long as it's dead, I'll put it on the grill.
All right. It's good
Thank
to
you
know.
for phrasing that.
No
All
limits,
right,
no
all right.
limits with me. No limits with me. I mean, my favorites will probably be a good New York strip steak.
Mhm.
But then again, I go from vegetables to meat to fish, game, fowl. It doesn't matter as long as it's well marinated, and it's what I feel like having. I will put it on that grill.
Awesome. Very nice. All right, this is by far the most controversial of all the questions that we asked. Eddie, what is your favorite pizza place in Jersey City?
Renato's Pizza Masters up in the Heights on Central Avenue.
Renato's. Renato's definitely gets some votes in these Meet the Staff. All right, cool. Renato's. Kizzie.
Stadium Pizza on 440.
Stadium Pizza on 440 gets mentioned every single time. Somebody is always representing Stadium Pizza. They are a very solid choice. They have very, very good pizza. They also seem to have something going on with the staff of the library because everybody loves Stadium Pizza. All right, Don.
I don't eat a lot of pizza, but there was one that's no longer with us. It was called Bellagio's. It was on Route 440. It took you like 5 minutes just to chew the cheese, but but I don't know any other local pizzerias that I
Okay. All right. Bellagio's or
Yeah.
Bellagio?
Yeah,
Bellagio's,
Route 440. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey Shane, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 440. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't think I ever went to that one specifically. I have to give a shout out. I try to say, a different one each time, but I definitely like Renato's. I have to give a shout out to Larry and Joe's because I live in, Journal Square. Journal Square.
Yeah.
Larry and Joe's. All right. Last but not least, just, if there's anything else, Kizzie, anything else you want the community to know about the Bookmobile? Anything you want them to know about Kizzie?
We hope to see them soon and be ready to kick off for the summer and hit the parks and probably have a big cookout. Let's have some fun this year.
All right, we're gonna have
a lot of
cookout. I'm
people.
excited.
It's time to put smiles on people's face and not a frown.
That's right. That's right. And Don.
That we're a fun group, as you can see. We're welcoming people, so if you come see us, we try to accommodate each and every one of you. So come out and see us, and if not, just to say hi, or tell us your favorite Bookmobile memory. That's usually our patrons' favorite. Tell us a story about when they were little. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Eddie, take us home. Anything else you want us to know and want the community to know?
Basically that we're gonna always be there with open arms to serve them, and we just want to be able to get back to some normalcy, and we want to welcome our community back, and just to let them know that we're gonna be there. We're gonna be on the road. We're not gonna get stopped, no matter by whether it's a pandemic or a tsunami or whatever. We're gonna be out there, and I just want everybody to know to please look for us, and we thank you for your support up to now. And we want you to continue to support us. The library is going to be here from now on. So stop by and see us through our travels.
Oh, and also watch out for Kizzie superpowers.
Yeah. Careful what you're thinking when you come to the Bookmobile. All right.
we're gonna put in a request for some helmets.
Yes, yes. Speaking about technology earlier, right? So now we know what we need it for. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, listen, Eddie, Kizzie, Don, thank you all so much. Thanks for taking the time. It's great to get to know you a little bit better. To all our viewers, thanks for watching. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel. We do this Meet the Staff series once a month. So definitely keep an eye out in May. We'll be doing this again. And visit our website, jclibrary.org. You can find a whole bunch of things there, resources that can help you with all kinds of different things. There's also a chat box on our website. So if you have any questions, just go to the website and you can put your question in the chat box and somebody will get back to you right away. Thank you all and have a wonderful
you.
day.